Hello, 7K team. Okay, it's time for us to bust this sucker open. The company's got the infrastructure set. Uh, much more expansions going on at the global office. We're going to be opening many countries internationally over this next few years, and it's going to go faster than most of you think, because we've just got the base kind of set up. It'll be up to the company to do, but our part is pretty cool. So we've got to get this duplication in the system. This is when it's really important. When you're going big, when you're going fast, I mean, you can just ask the PSI team. They were going fast and everything, and so people have questions coming out of the gazoo, and if you don't have a system, it works so much better. You got a system, and people can learn things, go to places, and then it helps grow. Now, when you're building the business, just the way I teach, and you get into momentum, like we did with Wayne Clark's group, like we did with Hawaii. You know, there's big, fast growing groups. You've got to have an organized approach. Now, in my system, I used to use an email system in the very beginning. Everybody knows about it that's in my group. You know, I had the 21 steps to success. There was 21 emails. It basically augmented what the company had in trade. When in the beginning it didn't have it, but when they had the company training, the company onboarding and stuff, familiar with 7K, well, that's fine. But how to build a business like we build, I had an email system, and then, you know, I taught my leaders, we drip out those 21 emails, typically over a 3-week period, but a big heavy hitter, really a person that's they really are going to go through brick walls. They're ready to do this. I mean, they're going to get all 21 emails in that first week because they eat them up. They watch them. They do what's necessary. They put the time in, and they're building at the same time. So they don't want to wait for another week on these things. They're asking for them. Okay. And so that's basically how we built, how I built. And then I'd augment and update, and I'd update my emails. And then it got to, so the company's adding so much stuff, and we're bringing so much stuff, and we're getting away from the basics. You know, I had to do what I call the 7 steps to success. I just had that as the first set of emails, and for a person just getting in, making sure they all get out, because it's only 7 emails, and we can give those 7 emails to them in 1 to 3 days. And then it's followed up with the 21 emails. Well, guess what? It became too much of an administrative burden on people to make 2,000 and 4,000 or 5,000 a week for them to duplicate that process. Unbelievable. Okay, because I can't send out to every time you get somebody new. All I would be doing is sending out emails. That's not duplicatable. I didn't ask you to join for me to be your secretary. That's what I used to tell people. Okay, you got to learn to do these things yourself. You're the leader, and you got to get it to your people. If you don't get it to your people, and your sponsor doesn't give it to them, and you don't leapfrog over that sponsor and get these things done, you will not have duplicate. They won't see the vision. They won't catch it. They won't get the training necessary to handle, well, I don't want to pay this much for that MS-70 when I can get it over. They won't get the information they need timely enough. Then come the band app. Oh boy, what a lifesaver, what a duplicate. So it's taking advantage of technology, bringing it up, bringing it into this, where the system become more duplicatable. And then, you know, it's just like the QR codes with the QR cards, you know. Bring 22nd century into piquing people's interest. Make it easier for people to make that peak interest, to make that touch. See, it's how many touches you make a day. It's not how many presentations. Yeah, it is. I don't want to get that wrong. It's how many touches. That's the pipeline. And you got to do a lot of touches. Sometimes you got to come back and touch that same person 7 times. And my system employs that you do have to touch that same person 7 times, but over a period of time. Okay. Now, the Band app makes it easy because, see, I was able to now load the Band app. I'm able to do it. All you have to do is get your team members on the Band app. It's free. It doesn't even cost anything. It's the most efficient, effective way, and they get to watch things, filter things, get information on their own time. And that'd be best if they set a pattern of work and set some goals and do this thing. But I'm telling you, our team Band app concept that I have is the most duplicable way to build this business, and you'll outpace any other group in this business with the Band app, using it the way I teach you. Okay? Because I am taking everybody through that 1.5 hour website walkthrough where we show them what's on their dashboard, about their Stack and Sell, about their Sound Money wallet, about how they see their business. I take them on that tour for you. You just have to point them to that and say, that's what you do. So, I'm going to make this thing as easy as pie for y'all in duplicating as we start growing. And those that do this will be the ones that build the business the biggest, and they will also have the ones that stick with them the longest and get the greater renewals and have the bigger teams for the future and build globally at the same time, because we got an infinite left and an infinite right, and it's all about duplication, and it's about simplicity. And I'm going to tell you how simple it is. So I'm going to give you your step 1, 2, 3. Number 1, you use all the tools that we have in your learning that you've learned from, and you get a person to join. As soon as you get their membership, they got it. They got their username. They got their website. You open that back door to them. You let them see how to log in. Show them how to log in. You show them their profile. Okay. Make sure everything's right. That's the thing you need to do. You need to take that time to do it. Then stop. Say, there's nothing better than being everyone taught. I'm going to show how simple this is to duplicate. Normally, it would take me about 1.5 hours to go through this with you, and maybe we'd have to do it in different 1, 2, maybe 2 or 3 sessions, because you might not have 1.5 hours to sit with me. Now, I can give you a first quick session, but you're going to have all the need for the other things. What better than having the master in this industry, the #1 money earner, do it for you and me? They're going to do it for you. They're going to teach you like they taught me. You say, okay, I want to put that app on your phone. I'm going to send you an invite right now, and you send them your Go for Gold. If you're on the Go for Gold, you send them the 7K Hawaii Honey, you send them the Dream Team, you send the Todd Father, you send the PMC, you send them whatever team that you're on, the Team Corona. You send them there's a little invite. It's real simple. It writes the text for you and give them the link. And then you just say, click on that link, it'll download the app to their phone. It puts them on the right team. They don't have to do anything. And then you just say, yes, yes, yes. You allow location, you allow everything, because that's what makes them part of that team with you. Okay. So it's simple communication, and they're going to get every bit of the training available for it's going to be right there in that app. They can look and see things at their own speed, their own time within the job description. Then the only other thing you need to do is go over at least my first 7 pieces of paper. You show it to them. Remember, that's something you want to do, because you want to get the agreement on that first page of 2 years to learn skills, attitudes, and techniques, 3 to 5 years to build a big business. And then you want to show them what the job description is. And even the most busy person, if they want to make a double six-figure income or more for the rest of their life, residual income, within a 5 to or so year period of time, and grow with this billion-dollar company, they'll do that job description. If they don't, then they just don't understand it yet, but they have a chance to learn it. That's it. And you put them in and you text their name. If you enroll them, you're in my group, text me their name and phone number and email. I'll give them a welcome call. That's not a place to me to welcome in 3 ways, because that we don't have enough time for doing all that. And it might not be time appropriate for them. But this is the way I built the businesses with my teams. And I'll welcome your people in if you want me to. Okay, just like I have thousands of others already. And I mean thousands already since there's been. And everybody that's gotten that email from me, or that text rather, knows what I'm talking about. And this is the simple system to duplicate. Now tell me, then you ask them, how simple can this be? You don't even have to train the people. We train them for you. They train them. They get trained, and they get trained by the master, the number one earner, our mentor. And he's the one that helped develop the leaders that are making the money in his team. So I don't know if it can get any simpler than that. What I'm going to do is just to show you real quick, show you again that band app, what I'm talking about. There's that band app. It's a band app on our phone. I'm going to use the Go for Goal because the Go for Full is my main one. But you use the one, if you're in Team Corona, you send them an invite for Team Corona. Yeah, okay. There it is right there. See the pictures at the top, but see, notices section is right there. That next section, that's notices. Got that little light. Let's see, I'm not in post. I'm in that search on the computer. Okay, there's that notices section right there. It's got that little 10 in a light gray circle here. On your phone, it's just a light 10 with a little plus and an arrow on it. See it right there? Yeah. Okay. And you just touch that on the phone, or you click on it, and it opens up exactly what basically their onboarding is. Okay. We're going to do the onboarding in the company, but I show them all that. Okay. And it takes them, so they have their phone on the side and watch that video while they got a laptop, computer, tablet, or whatever, and they go to their website, and now they're getting onboarded properly to make the big money, to understand the bigger picture, understand everything that this company offers in that small amount they're paying for membership. It is truly the opportunity of a lifetime. And so this is what makes it so duplicatable. And it's in our hand. It's in our tool. It's in our tool set. It's in our hand. We just have to learn how to use it. So if you don't have members on your team band app, one of the first things, you can go and you can look, and you can see, you can look at the little people at the very bottom down here. You can see little silhouettes of people on that icon. Well, and here you can look in members here. You can click on members in your team band app that you're in. Okay. And then you can search for their name. Okay. So I can search for Jack, and then all the Jacks will come up. Okay. And so you can see if your member is there or not. And if they're not there, invite them. And then follow up and make sure that it's kind of like they're already in. So now let's give them something that's free for all the information. And then when you invite someone, you want to do it on your phone. I'm going to tell you it's the easiest way because you want people to do it. But when you invite someone, if you do it on the computer, you're doing it through email, or you're doing it through a QR code. Okay. But The computer will give you that link for you to send an email to get them to join. But when you do it on your phone through a text, it pre-writes the text for you. It has the link in it, and it already is going to your person because it pulls them up out of your phone, and you just press send. And then you just give them a call and walk them through if they have any problems with it. And so this is the mechanism of duplication for the future and in my group, and it's going to be hopefully in my team leaders groups that we've already got them, and then y'all duplicate this process until some better method comes along in the future. And one of the things you don't want to do, and that's why I didn't do it, I didn't get away from my email system until I saw how it wasn't getting duplicated way down, and I was having to do too much for it. That's why I shipped to the bank. So in the future, for you leaders, and you the ones that's going to be the leaders in the future, you don't want to keep hopping from, well, I'm going to do this way, I'm going to do this, and then, well, you just have everybody hopping through the hoops. This is not what you want to do. You want to maintain consistency. You want to keep a very simple system, a step 1, 2, 3. Everything I do is just like that. And so that's what you want to maintain, you as leader. So if you just joining, you're going to leader to be in the future, keep these principles in mind. Now, I am going to I'm trying to get to where I can stop my pause. Okay. So next, before I wrap this part of the session up, I am going to take you and share one more thing on my website. Oh, I could have done it while I was there. Okay. Now, when you have a person that comes into and logs into their account, they're going to come up to their dashboard, and this is the thing I'm going to walk them all through. But one of the things where I said, go to their profile, try and get their name and their email on there, that you have that first interaction with them, and you're going to show them where that holding tank is. Now I'm going to do it again in my walkthrough, but they need to know where they can place people, in the profile. I'm going to show you again. I'm going to go to it real quick. Profile. You take them to profile. Now they can be on their phone. You just have to tell them it's a little different and you're describing it. You're on a computer. You go and you edit the phone number and you edit the email so that they have clicked on edit and they got this box checked, and then they save that edit, and then it's going to push their number and their name, email address at the bottom, at the footer of the website, like mine right here. Otherwise, it just has their name. That's it. Okay, doesn't have anything else. And now it's difficult to communicate. And now we're not doing a good duplicate. And then you show them that their genealogy sessions are going to be right here, their holding tank. Okay, that's where they're going to have a person appear, going to have a left and right button, and they click left and right, and you tell them, you'll let them know when you do that. You'll help them, you'll walk through left or right, but they're going to get some of that in the training. Okay, next thing you do is you go and show them their dashboard. Okay, this is something you can still do real quick without them getting the training, because you want to show them. You're going to hear about setting up your Advantage account. You have setting up your Stack and Sell, and look, you're going to have, this is going to keep this is your bank that's going to keep your points, and points are dollars. And then you're going to have, this is the auto savers that's going, right now, this is going to be 0, but in mine, I demonstrate it so they'll see, and you're going to see, this is that residual income. This is that infinite left. This is that infinite right. When you don't have to get all these members. When members join here next year, the year after next, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, they're all going to be in here. Everything counts for you into this counter. That's the main thing you need to understand right now. You'll get all the rest of the training in this onboarding process. And as each of you see, I have more points than I get paid on, that I can get paid. If I had 12, if I was a presidential, I could get 12.5, and that's been for a long time. And so the key is, this is going to happen for all of you if you learn how, you make this possible, because we're going to be opening in 82 more countries over the next 10, 15 years. And some of the most significant countries we open up in this next 2 to 3 year period is going to just blast tons of people's worth of business. And it doesn't even matter if you know anybody there. There'll be people who know people who know people who know people. And they're going, that infinity counts in your business. So I hope this helps a lot in understanding the bigger magnitude of this business and the importance of duplicatability, because duplication and simplicity is why it's important to keep duplicating, to keep into a homogeneous system that works. And I hope you see what I see. Now, for those of you that want, I am going to be moving into leadership mentor. And I found a way through the Band app, and that I can actually mentor hundreds of people at one time. And you'll get things that I've only done with a select very few people. And so it's because I just didn't have time to do it. And it's going to change a lot of your perspective. It's going to change a lot of your belief levels and belief systems, because it's going to open up your ability to be all that God made you to be. It's going to make you be able to take advantage of this opportunity. And I'm going to offer it to those that want to do it. And it's going to be on my Zoom training channel that I'll give a specific number and training, and then I will determine if through our contact if you really want to get that mentorship. So this is strictly for people in my group, and because it's only fair to you. I got to offer it to you. I only have so much time. I can't go mentoring everybody around the company. I wish I had that time, but I don't. And so I look forward to hearing from y'all this week, and especially Saturday training. And so this will be the last regularly scheduled Thursday night training that I do. It'll be on notification in the Band app, because I don't send out hundreds of texts, hundreds of emails. It pops up in the Band. That's pretty powerful way to notify everybody. So you should be checking your Band app every day, of course, and you should have notifications turned on the Band app at least. Okay, so I do have to share the screen with the income disclosure, because I did. I may not talk about specific amounts of income, but yeah, I guess I did. I gave a little sample. And I encourage everybody to click on the link at the beginning of this video, in the description of the video, full description for the PDF of the current income disclosure for 7K Metals. But they're proud to present the income disclosure, unlike other direct sales companies that they got to do it. Well, 7K just voluntarily did it without even being need to require. Why? Because when you understand our liberal meaning giving us more than the company keeps, okay? Not in a political sense, but in and the fact that this is one of the highest paid compensation plans in the industry, if not the highest paying compensation plan in the industry. And they share more with us. They're giving back to us, unlike the other membership referral compensation plans that's been in there, such as Costco and Amazon Prime and other kind of companies. And so we're the Costco of gold and silver. And we hope you join us, accumulate wealth, earn extra income, get 1099 tax benefits to do it, and develop while you're working on a residual and developing a residual income for life to grow as this company grows and grow with it, and leave a legacy for your children's children. I hope you see what I see. I hope you get back with the person that invited you to look at this, and you say, I'm in, let's grab a membership and let's get started. Thank you so much, and have a powerful day powered by gold and silver.